What up, fuckers?
Not be harmed.
Woo! We just
Welcome
watched.
back,
Can you
guys.
guess what movie we just watched? Can
Charlie
you guess
and the
it?
Chocolate Factory.
we watched
2005.
Moonlight.
We watched Moonlight.
We just love the Oompa
Oh
Loompa
my God.
songs.
Why weren't there any Oompa Loompas in Moonlight? Comment down below.
That would have.
You knew why.
That would have made it. That would have made it.
That'd have made it.
Yeah, we watched Charlie and the
Charlie
Chocolate
and the-
Factory 2005.
Yes, Charlie.
Johnny
Charlie.
Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Is the original movie called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
I
Factory?
believe so.
Oh my god!
Shut up.
Yeah, no, that first
No.
movie fucking
Okay,
sucked.
you know what? I actually have some good reasoning for this. Because, like, when the book is named Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and they came out with the movie, and then they called it Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Okay,
I agree.
What were you doing right then and there?
I agree.
What the fuck were you doing? And then now they're like, okay, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, because guess what?
I
Like the
can't.
book.
I can't really defend the first movie because I have not
It's a
seen
snooze
it.
fest because it's boring as shit.
Because it's really flawed.
When's the last time you guys saw it?
And there's not a lot. I've never actually seen it.
I've seen parts of it, and it's
Oh
so
my
fucking
God.
boring.
I've seen,
It's
I've
so
seen,
boring.
Yeah, I've seen like parts, so I know enough.
And I've
where
seen
it's
a lot of, like, the factory, and I'm like, this is so, like, there's no grand sense of wonder in this.
Oh, that's not.
There's none.
I do have to say,
no grand sense of wonder.
shut
Thank
up.
you.
Biggest complaint.
The
I was never struck with awe.
like the biggest. I was very wrong. This movie is very good.
Yeah, that's what
was-
I've been saying.
I really liked it a lot, and
Yeah.
it's everything a remake should be. You know, it's not.
It's like
trying...
different, like it's doing its own thing, but at the same time, the source material, like, you know, at the fundamental level, is the same. And it's like, this is so much more interesting because it's like the old movies, it's just kid fun, but except it's not fun, it's stupid and boring.
Hey.
Because there's like it's supposed to be a chocolate factory, and it's like I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything seeing all this stuff. But in this one, it's so
Yeah, Greg, I'm kind of with you where I'm not like a huge fan of Tim Burton movies, but I think this movie was like my favorite Tim Burton movie,
Like, I
I
think Tim Burton.
I think it was like the best like Tim Burton style I've ever seen. I think it was best applied like in this movie. I think
Yeah,
it looks
he went
like
a little.
it's cool putting like a Tim Burton spin on like like a chocolate factory.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Like make it all creepy and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's Tim Burton's weird. Like there's like, I think the Batman movies is like he's perfect for that because it's, you know,
dark.
Willy Wonka. I think this was perfect. It just played well, and
And
then
you wouldn't
I like
expect it to
Beetlejuice.
work. You wouldn't expect it to work when
Yeah,
you
that's the thing,
when
it's
you
such
heard
an
that
odd
like there was gonna
combination.
be a remake of the original. Not
I don't remember hearing this news.
well, I mean, I'm just saying like
Come on.
I'm just no. If you like, imagine yourself like at that time. If you heard about it, would you expect Tim Burton to, like, you know, direct a movie? Would you expect like that would be so left field completely, going by like the book and the original movie? Like, you would
I
not
definitely
expect
never read
that,
the
and it's
book.
just a complete curveball, and you wouldn't expect it to work, but in a weird way, it really, really works. I feel like it maximizes on the potential of the idea of a chocolate factory.
I do think, like you talked about it, where I think where the first scene not the first scene where you see the the first room, like with with
The grass,
chocolate fountain in the grass.
chocolate factory, the chocolate fountain,
in the first movie, it's just so much more like, oh, you know, the pure imagination song.
Yeah.
And then, but this one is just kind of like,
Yeah, there was no music. I really.
Yeah, why didn't they put music?
It's
That
very
was,
weird.
Come on, this is the first time you're revealing the factory, and
It
like
felt-
the thing is pretty cool, like the grass, the trees.
yeah, but it
and,
felt
like,
so
the-
artificial. Where the whole point of the first movie is that it looks real, but it's like edible. With this, it felt too fake, and it just felt.
What do
like,
you mean too fake?
Like, it just felt really fake. Like everything, like just it felt, and it felt like the wall.
mean, it
you could
felt-
see the walls were like black, and it just looked like.
I mean, it felt creative, but then again, it is made like it's candy, so I got
Yeah, but I
that.
think like the first one, it was like it looked real, but like people were eating. It looked interesting. It was, I don't know. And then the music the music was the main thing.
Yeah, no, seriously, I felt like every room after that, they really did a
They
good
stepped it
job.
up,
That's what I'm
though.
saying.
But
It's
that
like
first
the movie
room,
got
they
good
just-
once Augustus Gloop fell in.
Yeah, like it's
I agree.
weird
Really
that
picked up.
The
it
beginning
still
was
felt
pretty
awkward.
slow.
I agree.
It felt
I-
awkward.
I was a little worried because I saw it was an hour and like 55 minutes. I was like, oh boy.
yeah, 'cause the
But at the
beginning
same
was
time,
way
I was
longer
kinda
than I
happy.
remember.
But at the same time, I was kind of happy because it's like they really take like their time with the plot and like the exposition. It's like if they
Yeah.
left that exposition in without like, well, like,
It was a little.
you need that
much.
exposition to have that ending, like, you know, payoff.
See, that's what I was gonna say. Is because like when
That's
we were
true.
like as we were watching it, I was like, man, this beginning's way too long. It's really
Yeah,
slow.
uh-huh.
And I still think it is kind of slow, but yeah, it's
Well,
way
everything-
better. Like knowing the end, because like
It builds up for
Yeah,
it.
'cause,
Without
like-
it, it wouldn't. It
because
wouldn't
it
hit.
seems weird because like it's like building up to something and then it kind of like takes a break from that and it does like all like the the crazy visuals and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And then so you're like, all right, like that was like a waste of time. Like what the fuck is that for? But then it like comes back at the end. So
Yeah.
Then at that point,
Well, not
know,
the
it seems
chocolate
better.
building.
What chocolate building?
Yeah, but I
And,
mean,
yeah.
like as a movie in the whole, that was like that was
Yeah.
a very small part of like the movie as a
I
whole.
don't know.
The
I-
Indian Prince.
They really are picking on the just the
well, that's just an
literally
example.
like a minute and a half of him going to
No,
India
I think
and
you're just
building
saying
the
that
Taj Mahal.
that's like just an example of like the beginning being a little too long.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there was some. Obviously, you do need the father and son stuff. That's the most important.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
needed that. You can't take that.
I
out.
was
But-
worried
and that was
because
the
like
best part of the movie.
Yeah, Little Willie.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
he was
worried
cool.
about that because I remember like watching it before and thinking like the father and son thing didn't like fit or like there was just like I thought it was just too forced like at least before, but like now watching it, it completely fits and it really brings everything full circle, which I just did not expect. I expected that part to be the worst part, but that ended up being like one of the best parts, honestly.
I loved it. I loved making his dad a dentist. I think that's genius.
That was
I don't
genius,
think
yeah.
that gets enough praise.
Wait.
I thought that was.
Sorry, can you guys help me? So like each of the kids kind of like got fucked up. Like they got out of the factory. Like obviously because of their like one flaw. Like it was like kind of like their fault. But the bubblegum the chewing gum girl, she didn't really do anything wrong. She just like tried to stick a gum, and he said
She was a bit of a jerk. Like she wasn't like she took the apple from Charlie and was like
No, but I'm
really
saying
mean
like
to him.
the actual like the situation that caused
Oh,
them to get
that's-
kicked
oh,
out.
yeah.
Like Gloop's like drinking from the fountain, he like falls in.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
No,
The girl like is going to get a squirrel and she falls. Mike
I don't-
TV
I don't know.
fucks himself
I don't
by
know.
running in the teleporter.
I don't know
Willie-
about that because
But
He
this
kind of
girl
lured
just-
him. He kind of
Nope,
lured
nope.
her into that.
Nope. Because she gets the chewing gum and he like already clearly states like these are like completely experimental, like you should not be like trying them, but she just does it anyway. She just doesn't listen to him.
True.
But then it's also like that's not her thing. She's not like someone who doesn't listen. She's like a champion who wants
And
to
it's
win
presented
everything.
right in front of her. You know.
It's like I thought
Like
she
this-
would like I don't know, be trying to like win a competition and like maybe like cheat or something and have
Yeah,
that
they
fuck
could've-
her over. Like she
they
just
could-
like broke a rule. Like that wasn't her thing.
Yeah, I thought
She was always trying to like kiss his ass and trying to impress.
But like her main goal is like she wanted to win like everything, like her whole life she just wanted.
Yeah,
to
I thought,
win.
like-
and there was nothing like that's not how she like got knocked out. And I think that's how she should have gotten knocked out.
You're right.
Yeah, I thought like with the gobstopper, like she was gonna try and chew it.
Oh
you know?
yeah, what the fuck?
I
That would have
thought-
been
Oh my
perfect.
God!
They set that up so good
Holy
in the movie.
shit.
And then they just kind of
Well,
like.
I guess that
nah,
would have been kind of crazy if they just like broke this girl's jaw,
that's
like
true.
all her teeth just shatter. Like
But
that
and,
would've
like,
been
could have
such
made it a
brutal
different
scene.
consequence or something.
And
you know?
but I mean like the blueberry thing, like it had its effect, you know? Like, that's what they were trying to go for. So they were trying to figure out a way to make that happen with Violet. Because, like, oh, she's Violet and, it's a blueberry. And they were trying to do that. And they were so focused on that they didn't really pay attention to her to why she should go down. Why she should, like what punishment she should get. Like, based on, like, the traits you showed about her. But instead they were like, blueberry, Violet. Make her big, plump her up, and then roll her out. Juice her.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. So Johnny Depp
Yeah,
was good.
Yeah,
He
I
was
was
good.
going
He
in
was
expecting his
good. He was
performance to
good.
be like
Gets a
very
lot of hate,
mediocre.
and I hate it.
But yeah, no, he acted very well. I thought he did great.
There was a couple lines that I hated.
He
No,
had
yeah,
some
but that was the
bad.
dialogue,
He had some
though.
stinkers.
There was only two that really bothered
No, but that's
me.
what I'm saying. I think that's what was really impressive is that like I think every time like there was something that was kind of like, oh, like this is corny. This is like not really good at all. It was like mostly because of like the dialogue. Like it wasn't really his presentation at all.
Nope.
And yeah, I think there were a few lines that like would have been pretty shitty if like he didn't do such a good job like delivering them and being like the mumbling shit.
Yeah.
He just harasses this kid about mumbling who
funny.
doesn't mumble.
He
It's
speaks
just
so
like
clearly.
That's funny.
he's like the most like well-spoken kid out of any of them.
Yeah.
Probably.
And literally Willy Wonka like does not say a fucking word to him. Every time the kid talks to Willy Wonka, he just says, "I can't understand."
He hates him, and I completely get why he hates him because he's like he's everything
shit.
like he's everything that he hates about like adults and just like bratty kids.
Yeah, he's
It's when they just like don't get it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like there's no sense of like wonder or anything, and it's just like all
Yeah.
stuck up. And the thing is like he's the one that like broke the kind of like code as to how these like golden tickets work, and he's really pissed at him for that because it's like the whole point was to have this wonder, and like, you know, you're supposed to find it, like, you know, get these chocolate bar, and then you're supposed to find the ticket, but he just kind of like hacked the system and just got the ticket, and he doesn't even like chocolate, so I got why he hated him the most, and was just always just so annoyed with him because it's like it made sense because everything that Mike said is just him just trying to piss him off, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you don't know how anything works. Like, all you care about is chocolate, and chocolate is so stupid and pointless. Like, so it completely made sense, and it added, like, the whole mumbling tick was kind of cool. I liked it.
yeah.
But, like, there were some things about, like, Willy Wonka, like, because you don't get his backstory or anything going into the factory and seeing him for the first time. So you see all these like weird things and you don't like get why he's like the way he is. But like the more exposition you get about him and his background, like the more like those like ticks and stuff like just adds to his character and just like seems normal. And you just kind of got it, you know?
At first, I didn't like his hair, but then I liked that they made fun of it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, the movie really didn't take itself too seriously. It's like they knew how
they
like
did do a good job of that.
ridiculous it is, and like, you know, because you know it's a chocolate factory, but they just like rolled with it, and they just kind of like had fun. You had like these crazy dance sequences and musical numbers with these like Oompa Loompas, which are arguably like one of the best parts of the movie. And
Those songs were fucking good.
Yeah, I did
they're
like
genuine bops.
I did miss like.
Oh
Oh,
god.
here we go. He's gonna.
What, the
suck
fucking burping scene? You
Oh
love
my
that
god,
burping
those
scene?
orange green fucks. Are you?
Oh
are you
no!
about them,
I'm talking
fuck.
about the music, like Pure Imagination. Like that, I just love that song. That's such a good.
such a good song. I'm not
And
gonna
it,
lie.
but at the same time, I respect that they did something different. Like they made the Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, if
like
they just
the
did
music.
like a pop cover of Pure Imagination, that would have been so
Yeah,
fucking
wouldn't it
shitty.
wouldn't have worked. So, but I would have liked. I would have liked like some orchestral like because the song instrumental is like so good that I would have liked something at the end.
Dude,
I don't give a shit.
It's that Oompa Loompa actor, man. With he because the other
No,
Oompa
I mean-
actors were like, what the fuck?
They were
Wait,
just
what do you mean?
orange
Creepy,
and
the
green.
old
They were just
one.
orange
I
and
thought-
green and old. Like they were just
Gross.
fucking
Yeah.
weird.
This new guy was cool. He had character. So
I
you gotta
agree.
put him- You
Personality.
gotta shove him into as much of the movie as possible. So
I
you gotta
agree.
give him the musicals. You can't be playing an orchestra
No,
in the
it's
background.
They did.
The
It
Oompa
wasn't
Loompas.
orchestra.
No, there was a score in the movie. That's what I'm talking about.
I know,
But
I'm
you
saying
wanted
the
more
I'm saying the more
orchestral stuff.
score there
No,
is,
but
the less
just-
Oompa Loompa
just take out-
dance
well-
numbers there are.
Yeah.
And not that you can
He's
sacrifice
right though.
that.
Tony's right.
No, I'm saying like there was obviously some score at the end with the just put the Pure Imagination song in that.
Oh,
So
that's all you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying
Yeah, I
add a
can
new
tell-
musical
yeah.
number. I'm saying just switch it out with like that.
Oh wait, no, I wouldn't have wanted that. You want Pure Imagination in this movie?
Like the
In their own version of it.
orchestral, like an instrumental, like subtle, like not like.
Okay, you gotta stop saying orchestral, because when you say orchestral, we're thinking of violins and cellos and just like a big thing going. But like you're just trying to say like
Yeah.
the instrumental,
Yeah,
like
yes.
the production,
Yes.
like just that, like have that
Like
song,
like when
that,
when it pans out and it shows the house. That'd have been a great time to have that.
yeah, or just something like
And
a
then,
little taste
you know-
of that as a callback. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, no,
I mean,
get
it's not a
that.
big deal, but it just would.
I thought you wanted
think
more
it would've-
orchestra music, and I'm
No,
just
no,
so
no, 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 no,
confused.
no, 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 no. I just think that would have really
Yes,
made it.
okay, I'll
even
agree
more,
with
'cause
that.
that song is such a so beautiful.
No, that's.
And I
it's
would
a
have
very
really.
good song.
It was
I
still
don't know, I
great.
think it would have been kind of corny, like to put it at the very end.
I don't know. I
Like
wouldn't
the
mind
main-
it.
I don't know.
You could make it good. You could make it good. You could make it corny. It's just the way you execute it. So, but like, yeah, no, I agree with Greg. I would have liked that. That would have been cool if it was done right. But
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
you could.
glad they didn't do that.
but like, what
I
I
don't even think you know the song. You haven't even seen the movie.
I know what the song
Oh.
is. I'm not saying it's because of the song. I'm saying it's because it's like the main theme of like one of the reasons you guys already said it. One of the reasons I like this movie so much is because like it did its own thing.
That's
and they just
true.
want to like ride off of
You're
like
right.
the most popular.
Yeah,
song of the
but think
first
about
one
it this
and
way.
put it like right at the very end, so they like leave you on that note. It's like that's so hack, dude.
But think about it this way.
yeah.
It is still the same material. It is still Willy Wonka.
Yeah,
and Charlie
but I
Chaplin.
think it's
so
priding
it's like,
itself and taking itself differently. So don't
is-
like at
it
the
is-
very end of the movie.
It is.
like,
I'm okay. Fuck the end of the movie, but just having a little sprinkle in is not like the
Yeah.
end of the world. That doesn't make it not its own thing. Just having something like
And it's
just
nothing
the
major.
sounds of pure imagination.
It's not like Gene Wilder
at
showing
some
up at the
point
end and
in
be
the
like,
yeah.
I'm your dad.
Gene Wilder's one of the parents.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Yeah, see, like
That
yeah.
would have been ridiculous. But just have a
Holy
little.
shit, that would have been bad.
That would have tanked the
I'm
movie.
your
Oh my
father.
god! But yeah, no, just having a little bit like in the score at some point, like I think that's nice. That's how you should do callbacks. Subtle, small, and it doesn't like
Yes.
revolve around it.
Not like, remember me, remember this, remember that. you know?
Yeah. So I'm with you, Greg. They should have had Pure
Thank you.
Imagination somewhere,
Yeah,
just
I'm
because that
against
song
both
is
of
so
you.
good.
I just think
But
it's-
what I liked about the Oompa Loompa songs is like it just went in all these different like genres
Yeah,
and all these
they
They
different
really
styles.
sampled a lot. They like
Yeah.
They
but
were
it all
amazing.
still kind of felt like Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they all
all
had
had the same style.
Yeah, same style
Yeah,
with the
but
rhymes and
different,
stuff.
And that guy is a star. I mean, he was great.
Damn.
yeah,
yeah.
one man played.
He was. I do like him better than the Orange Oompa Loompas.
Yeah,
Ones are
holy
fucking
shit.
gross.
They had a creepiness to them.
Yeah, and which works with like this eerie vibe that this movie.
I was
this
talking the
entire
orange
movie-
ones.
Oh, oh no, that's too cartoony. That's
I thought it was creepy.
silly as fuck.
The orange skin and the smile and the green hair. That was kind of
No, I
creepy.
like them. I think they do creepy well, where it's just like.
Well, I had a likability out of it.
You
I
think
like-
these are likable?
No, I'm talking.
No, he's saying those ones
the-
are creepy.
the
and
new
maybe they
ones,
should
those are
have
creepy.
Those ones. But no, I think they look too cartoony. You can't take them seriously. But this one, I think there was that subtle level of creepiness because like they were just short. They didn't like
True.
really speak, and like they would always like
There's
wear
also,
these
like,
glasses
goofiness.
and these out.
They always
Yeah,
kinda
they kind of had
looked
a both
mad,
of it.
too.
Yeah.
They kind of had a little both of just like goofiness, and at the same time, it is weird because like you don't understand them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think there's enough of that.
And I
Fuck the
would.
green ones
I-
and the orange ones.
I think I do like this more than the original, honestly.
Yeah, hell
Glad.
yeah, absolutely. That's snooze
Glad you got
fest.
your head out of your ass. Because that first movie is so.
Oh,
bad.
shut up. I mean, I haven't seen it in years, so you never. But I do. You guys. The original Gene Wilder is pretty
Yeah,
good.
no, that's the only thing. I do remember him
He is really
being
good. The thing is,
He was but he was just like
I don't remember him in that movie at all.
it's
no,
just-
he was probably the best part. Everything else was
He's a great
Yeah,
performance.
stupid as fuck.
I just think the big difference is the Johnny Depp version is the characters so much more fleshed out.
The kids are so much more.
Yeah, everyone's just more fleshed out. Gene Wilder just had like really good, like just charisma, and he was so likable.
He was just the traditional like Willy Wonka. When you think of Willy Wonka, like
Yeah.
in the more traditional and like in the book, I read the book too, and yeah, he's like perfect for that. He was really good.
He was
but,
just
like,
so like, just so like warm and like you know.
he's like Mr. Rogers kind of.
Yeah,
like,
he was just
there was
so,
just
like-
like this comfort,
But
like
there was also like but he also wasn't like super nice to the shitty kids either. Like he was still like like fuck you guys. And but I'm glad they went
I
a
still
different.
like him then. Because
Yeah.
It's like he's being mean
Yeah.
to shitty kids. So.
But I'm really glad they didn't try to recreate that
yeah.
with.
They wanted it
the new
seriously.
one.
That's
I'm
what
glad
they
they went in a different direction. I used to
Left
not
field.
like it, but it works. It works really well.
It would have
It
been.
really
it
works.
couldn't have been good if they just like tried to do that exact
Yeah,
same.
and also
thing with
Johnny Depp
someone
could
else.
not pull that off.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm saying
Hell
like
no.
if they got another actor.
True,
like,
yeah.
Like it just would have been like it would have been so just you guys are literally doing the exact same thing as the first movie.
This is like
Look, why are you even remaking it?
Yeah.
And, like, you said, like, the movie gets a lot of shit, but the main reason why I was excited to watch it is because when it came out, like, it was pretty poppin'.
Yeah, no, I remember
it was
watching
pretty
it as a
poppin',
kid.
and, like, the reviews and stuff, like, aren't even bad. Like, people are saying it's, like, pretty good, if anything.
Yeah, I never
So,
seen any reviews for it.
I think, yeah, I think it's just more of, like, I don't know. It's just a weird movie, you know? And it's just so strange that, like, it's so strange in that it's so easy to make fun of. So it's like maybe it just got like I don't know, people just didn't get it, and
I
just
could
made fun of the
see-
goofiness. Like
I could see some people going in as to this one as fans of the original,
Yeah.
and being like, "What the
oh,
fuck
this
is
is
this?"
this is not what it's supposed to be.
So like the older, like, so I can kind of see that.
It's
Yeah.
a really funny mental thing.
That is true.
It's like old people walk into the theater and just being like grossed out by Tim Burton's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
But like that's such a stupid
But it's not
mentality.
for them.
You're not even giving it
It's
a
not
chance.
for
It's for
you.
us. This is our generation's Willy Wonka.
And guess what? We did it better.
Generation!
We did it better.
Yeah, we did.
Well,
do
we
it
didn't do
better.
anything. Tim Burton did it.
Well, we were born in it.
We were born in it. This is our
We were born in
generation,
the
baby.
greatness.
Our
I'm trying to
generation has
redo
greatness.
the Bane quote, but I can't.
Huh?
Where he's born in darkness.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I am
you
the
merely
darkness.
adopted.
I am the darkness.
He doesn't say I am the darkness.
Yeah,
He
that'd
says
be
he-
terrible.
No, I thought. What did he say?
He did not say I am
He
the
says,
dark.
no, it's like you merely
I am the
adopted the
darkness.
dark. I was
I was
born in it, raised in it, molded by it. I didn't see like light until I was already a man.
But enough about that movie.
I thought he said something about I am the darkness.
He doesn't say I am the
He
darkness.
says, "I am the spark that'll light the rebellion."
I am the way, the hope, the light, and the truth.
No, I swear he says it at some point. Something about darkness.
I am your father.
What does he say about darkness? It's so short too. It's not as big as you made it. He says something else.
Oh, it's like close your eyes and you'll see my darkness. Or something.
No, he didn't say that. What the fuck?
No, I think that was it. Or
No,
maybe.
no.
Do you?
It's what you. It's what you do that defines you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's what he says to Batman at the end. Batman, it's not who you are underneath.
Why do we fall? Okay. What else?
Visuals.
Oh, great.
Spanking. For
Yeah.
2005.
Especially when.
Spanking! Oh my
Coming.
god.
Mm-hmm.
2005? Are you kidding?
Yeah, really cool.
Damn.
I love the look of the Charlie's house. It was so
It was perfect,
insanely
yeah.
like shitty. Like it was.
It looks
I
like.
like when he's in that jungle when he's finding the Oompa Loompas.
That was a great scene.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. That was my
Those
favorite of the
huts and
flashbacks.
the bugs and shit.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
fun.
Charlie's house looks like if the wind just like ripped a house like
Yeah.
completely down, but like just before it's about to fall down, just right there.
right there.
But yeah, it's definitely like believable that like they're really really like poor because the actors
Oh,
do a really
100%.
good job of just being like wholesome and like humble for like every single thing, that it just kind of adds to it. It makes it seem much more genuine, I thought.
Yes.
And you were rooting for him. You were rooting for Charlie. You wanted him to win, and that's good.
Which was your favorite of the kids other than Charlie?
Mike TV.
Yeah, Mike TV.
He was so mad all
But
the
I
time.
don't know. I liked all of them. I don't know.
Dude, you know, each one kind of had their own
Thing.
thing,
Gloop
you know?
talked fucking great.
Gloop was
Gloop's
hilarious.
voice was amazing.
His face
And he-
at first freaked me the fuck out. He looked like he was CGI.
Yeah, he did look weird.
It was
he
super
had so much
creepy.
makeup on.
It made sense because, like, his mom just, like,
Yeah.
had that same kind of effect.
It was
Yeah, their
terrifying.
cheeks were like all like dark pink, like
Yeah, he was really creepy looking.
violet
Which
or magenta. That's what it is.
so Violet and what was the other
Veruca.
Veruca?
Salt.
I always get
Salt.
those two mixed up.
Yeah, Violet's the champion.
Yeah,
Blueberry girl.
they're both
Veruca,
V's.
you just hated. She was just such a
She was the
hateable
worst,
character,
but also
and
the
that was
best.
the point, yeah.
Her performance, out of all the kids, her performance was the best. She fucking
Daddy!
yeah.
Daddy! I want a squirrel!
She doesn't get. I mean, it's
Square.
quoted a lot, but the actress, doesn't get enough credit
Yeah, holy
for doing that accent. Like, she's clearly. It's not just like that. Might be her like normal
She's
accent,
maybe
but
like British, but she does not sound like that.
Yeah.
all the time,
Yeah.
you know, fucking yeah. Like
And
she
I'd love it if she actually wasn't British. That'd be
That would
amazing.
be so fucking... Dude, she was like a child genius.
I'm gonna look that up later.
She
I'm
was
curious.
whiny and
She was great.
bratty and
I just-
perfect.
Daddy.
Oh my
The way
God.
she taught, like,
Yeah.
that's very... There's a lot of talent.
Mm-hmm.
Even the way they made her look, but they gave her like one like bow or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck it was. I don't know. She looked really creepy.
Yeah, she had a very creepy, like a shining
she
look
looked
to
kind
her.
of like her
Shiny
eyes were
look
like
to her.
her eyes were like black. Kinda.
Yeah.
like she was dead in there.
Uh-huh.
Violet was her introduction was my favorite with the karate.
Oh
and,
yeah, that was
and the
cool.
mom,
Kicking the
she was also really. I
Oh, yeah,
like the mom was
wanted to
really
fuck
funny.
everybody.
The
dude.
mom
Yeah.
was probably the best parent.
Oh, easily.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
She was the best
oh
parent.
yeah. The other, like the dad was just like an asshole.
Yeah.
The Mike TV's dad was just kind of like
Yeah,
there.
why was he
annoying.
there? Yeah.
He was
He was
just
like,
kinda like-
I'm a biology teacher or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
like
he
a
said.
nerd. It didn't really like Mike TV was supposed to be like, just I don't know. It was just
Mike TV was good, but his dad was boring.
yeah.
That actor is like pretty good too. I don't know why.
Who is he?
I don't know. I just remember seeing him in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There weren't a lot of like actors that I recognized.
The mom
like-
from Violet's mom. I've seen
yeah,
her in stuff.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Christopher Lee, obviously, and
Yeah, Christopher fucking Lee. as
perfect
his dad.
casting, perfect idea, perfect casting.
Even Charlie. I felt like I've seen him.
Oh,
in
yeah, he's
something else.
definitely,
What is he in? Is he in fucking
Bates
Narnia?
Motel
Oh, he's in
That's
Bates Motel.
right. Yeah, yeah.
and some others. The Good Doctor.
He seems like he would be in Narnia.
He does.
Oh,
He would fit in with that family
yeah,
so
he
well.
could
He'd
easily
be
one
better
of the
than those
kids.
kids.
Yeah, let's talk about Charlie. What do you guys think of Charlie? I love him.
Yeah, he was great.
He's the definition of a good kid.
A
like,
problem
just fucking
I have
perfect.
with the movie, though, is that he kind of disappears for a lot of the movie. Like, he's really in the
Yeah,
background.
Yeah,
and
you're
he,
right.
Like, I get it, but, like, he has, like, no lines for a big chunk of the movie.
in the middle,
Once in
yeah.
a while, the kids will do something mean to him, but he kind of just disappears almost.
Yeah, I mean, I get
But
it, because it's
makes-
like...
Yeah.
Because each kid kind of had their time, like, you know...
Yeah, I think if they did like more Charlie, yeah, it really would have taken away from like how kind of cool, like well,
How
they
good the
developed
kids
the
are.
other kids. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So every kid had the
worked.
chance
And
until
they
the
give her
end.
some stuff like Willy Wonka sits next to him on the like when they're on that boat thing and they kind of talk a little bit there. I feel like they have
Honestly,
some stuff for like
that's
yeah,
true.
I know what you're talking about.
But at
Charlie
the
has plenty. What are you saying, actually? Because it's like the entire beginning revolves around him and the family and him getting the
the
golden
entire
ticket.
beginning we all agree.
And then we get to the middle, and the middle is mainly focused on showing you the
That's what I'm
factory.
talking about in the
and
middle,
amazement,
is he
and then
disappears.
and focus on these other kids, and then he comes back in the end because he's the last kid standing. And then they finish off his story. I thought they did it in a very balanced way, in a way that doesn't like hinder the movie
true.
by focusing too much on Charlie.
And it
Because you get
actually-
the gist by the beginning.
It actually kind of works because it's like you forget about him, and so does Willy Wonka. You know
Ah, yeah.
So, you know what,
yeah. I didn't even see it that way. Yeah.
that it actually, yeah, that's not that works out. The chicks out.
Yeah, Charlie was just so lovable, and
He was the kid was.
you
great.
wanted him to win, like, the entire time. And the whole thing with family, like, it just made sense. He, like, with what he did for, like, Willy Wonka. Because, like, the family is what they focused on the most with Charlie.
Yeah, like the ending of this one is so much better than the original. Like the original, it's just he immediately like it's just like oh yeah. bring my
Doesn't he just
family
get,
in.
like... Okay,
He gets the factory.
I know, but like this is how I remembered the movie. And I'm very sure that this is how the ending goes. Doesn't he get like really, really pissed at
Yeah.
Charlie? And then he like
I can't remember
and
why,
it felt
though.
and it felt weird because it felt out of character almost. It might not. I didn't see the entire movie, so it felt out of character because he just gets so mad and he's just like supposed to be this like lovable guy. He just gets so mad and he tells me to get the fuck out, and then he goes like into like this office or into this other room and he's just like so mad, and then he talks to Charlie again and then they're all like buddy and hey, you want the factory? I don't exactly know what goes on, but like watching
That's
it
how the first one ends.
at least at
Kinda,
the
yeah.
at the very fundamental
What?
level, he gets mad at Charlie for something not that bad. It was something related to his factory and him touching something or
I
like
can't for the
fucking
life
with the
of me
candy
remember,
or
yeah.
something, and he just gets so pissed that he tells him to just like go, and then he goes sulks in another room, and then they eventually make up, and then he gives him the factory. it's at least at the fundamental level that is what it is. Even he remembers it that way. So
I don't remember. There's got to be something like.
What the fuck?
I remember
That's
watching
so
it.
stupid.
It felt like out of character. I'm like, what is happening? I'm like, what is he mad about? That's
Also,
what I was
like,
thinking the
why
entire
did
time.
they like just make up all of a sudden?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
What?
I don't remember. But yeah, the ending.
Put
of
it in
this
the
one is
comments
so much better.
below if you guys know what
Please.
how this ending goes. This would be much more.
And actual no joke comments. Be serious. Let's
Give me an
okay.
actual
Give
ending,
us
please.
actual answers.
Yeah,
We'll
don't be
fact
like,
check you.
oh, Willy Wonka was upset because of like Greg's dick sucking dad.
Yes. Oh, I
want
swear to
any
God,
more-
you say
Nothing
that, I'm
about
gonna
his
get
dad.
mad again.
Any more of Greg's dumb dick sucking dad
Yeah.
in the comments? We've had so much of that.
Yeah,
lately.
and you guys
And Greg's
haven't.
dad is he can see the comments, guys.
Oh yeah,
he knows.
he knows very well, and it makes living with him very awkward. And
He brings it up
out.
to me whenever I see it.
yeah, and I think I warned you guys about this like episode 3, and we've had 6 episodes so far, and every single episode, this is the first comment I see is about that kind of shit. And once again, I need to remind you guys to
Yeah, we
stop
all-
fucking doing it. It pisses me the fuck off.
We often just have to like we try to read.
We have
as many
to delete
comments as
these
possible.
comments.
I will disable the comments. I will do it.
No, you can't do that, dude.
You're right. Then all these unanswered questions.
Exactly.
You guys got us by the balls. God damn. You gotta respect it.
They played us. We got
You
played.
got-
Touche,
Yeah,
guys.
touche. Touche.
You win.
The grandpa, he was a
He's
good
alright.
supporting character
Yeah.
throughout the
was
factory and
fine.
stuff. Yeah, he was good. He
Yeah.
fit
I
his
liked
role.
how he actually looked like really old.
Oh,
like
he's
in
very
old.
movies, I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of the time where they do a super old person and just looks like kind of old person,
Yeah.
dressed as an old person
Agreed.
or something like that. But you could tell this guy was actually like
Mhm.
far. He was gone.
He's
dude.
hitting, yeah.
Yeah.
The factory was really. I thought the different kind of candies and like the stuff
Yeah,
that they
factory's
did
cool.
was really clever. It was
Yeah, it was
really
pretty creative.
Yeah.
Each room was pretty different. Like I thought, you'd think it'd get kind of old after a while,
No.
but like each room
Throughout
was
the
just,
entire
like, yeah,
thing.
so different
Yeah.
that it really kept you engaged the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And also, what spiced it up was the Oompa Loompas and all their different costumes. With,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that was great. And just how all these have different roles.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Yeah,
and-
like you just really get a sense of just like there are so many Oompa Loompas in here.
Yeah.
Like, every room has so many. You're like, how many are living here?
insane. It makes the factory seem
In-
enormous.
Yeah,
No, the
there's also a
factory-
fucking mountain in
Yeah.
there, so
That
The
was
factory
crazy.
itself just feels gigantic when they get in that elevator and they're just zipping through, and it's like where's the space coming from?
I don't know. They just make Willy Wonka out to be like a genius. So
Yeah,
somehow he figures
somehow
that
you
out.
probably. I mean,
Yeah.
if he can,
I mean, he does some phenomenal shit.
he
in
does
this.
some.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he like the teleporter. He puts a mountain in his factory. The whole glass elevator in general. The fact that it like flies around like that.
It can go like It can go like horizontal, vertical,
And
like
he's always
slanted.
inventing new shit that nobody else is even like close to
to.
dreaming of.
And I love the whole thing with the spies and
Yeah, like,
other
that's why he
companies
closed
taking
down.
because that makes sense. Like that's so fitting with if there was someone like that. So yeah.
Yeah.
It was goofy, but it didn't take itself too seriously, and at the same time, it was just really, really fun. And the story isn't bad either. The story's actually pretty good. All the characters are
Agreed.
actually pretty good. No, not that much filler. I think there's some parts where it gets slow, but I think it's all for a reason. Nothing ever felt unneeded except
Yeah.
that one scene that you guys fucking hate. But
I didn't hate it. I just think they could have cut it out. It would have been better.
Yeah, there's but yeah, it solid movie, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And yeah.
There were definitely some jokes that fell flat.
Oh yeah. You know, you're going to have that with kids movies usually.
this is PG. It's not even PG-13. So
Well, really?
that's why I give them props.
Whoa.
You thought it was
I give them
PG-13?
props. It's PG.
Yeah, I thought it was just like a really kiddie PG-13 movie.
No, see, that's why I give them props, because it's like, it never felt that kiddie.
Yeah.
True.
It
yeah.
felt artistic,
Yeah, for
and
PG-13,
it felt really
very
nice.
like more in depth than a lot of those movies are. I feel like.
And when was the last good
It's not pandering. Usually PG movies are pandering as hell to kids.
I think some of the comedy is, but yeah, other than that.
But
And even like
little.
for a PG movie, it was pretty funny.
Exactly.
One of the funniest PG movies I've ever seen.
Like, when's one of the last good, like, live-action PG kids movie?
There you
like,
go.
I cannot
Yeah,
even...
live action. I think it's only Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Those...
Live action PG movie? No fucking way.
No way.
None of those are good.
Put that in the comments if you guys can think of
Well,
any of
no,
them.
no, no, I mean...
What, Christopher Robin?
No, like, older, like, Goonies and, like, you got... Like,
Oh, that's a good point.
like,
The Goonies was really good.
Gremlins is good. All the, like...
Fuck.
I mean, back then, movies are
Dude,
just
there's
PG
a
and
lot
R.
of them, yeah, you're
There,
right.
but I'm talking, like,
The
recent.
SpongeBob movie? If that
That's
counts.
not live action.
Yeah, like,
Oh, that's
only...
true.
I'm
We're
talking,
thinking
like,
live
recent...
action. Okay,
like,
okay.
Back to the Future. Like, a lot of, like... but yeah, but, like,
Back to the
recently...
Future. Okay, sure, I guess.
That movie's great, man.
Oh,
I've
Jaws.
never seen it. I've never that
Jaws
interested.
probably was... Well, maybe... It was,
Oh, dude, there's no way Jaws was PG.
It's at least
I haven't seen it.
PG-13. Are you kidding?
The
What?
shark eats people, man.
That's true.
That's not gonna
The
be
blood,
PG.
the gore.
Yeah, but I
come
think
on.
it was very... It was that...
PG. You'd let
PG-13 wasn't around.
6-year-olds watch Jaws, Greg.
16-year-olds
I said
watch Jaws.
6-year-olds. 6-year-olds.
No, he's at 16.
Would you let
Like 16.
I will do everything in my
16-year-olds.
power to not
Like
let
they're in their-
16-year-olds watch Jaws.
No, I think Jaws was R.
Yeah, probably. You're
No,
right.
I think that's how that makes
Because I feel like I
sense.
can picture the movie poster with like the
Yeah.
The
R.
R.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no way it says G down. or
PG-13
PG.
came a lot later, so it couldn't have been that.
What is G? There isn't a G, is there?
There's G. in
Those
the
are for
movies.
like documentaries or something really like. There's
Well,
just-
what do you mean G?
I think Zootopia was G rated.
Oh damn!
That doesn't sound
Wow.
right. It's definitely PG.
I mean, I could see it's not
He's
crazy,
lying.
but yeah, no. Like recently, there's no good live action PG movies. They just don't exist.
No, there's no.
Like
No.
every other, like most movies now are PG-13. Like all like.
There's a lot of animated PG movies now. I feel
Yeah,
Which
every
fucking
PG
hit?
movie is
Angry
usually
Birds 2.
animated.
Okay, shut up.
What'd you say?
It's an Angry Birds 2.
Oh hell yeah,
Ugh.
baby!
Trolls 2.
Yeah.
Angry Birds versus Trolls. Who would win?
Trolls would kick their ass.
Oh really? I think
No,
Angry
I
Birds.
think the Angry Birds because
They're angry.
I think the birds and the pigs team up in the movies.
I don't give a
Oh,
fuck what they do.
interesting.
So it's like the pigs.
Well, now
too,
they're outnumbered.
No way. Yeah,
How
there's
do
no way
you
the
know how many
pigs
trolls
beating
are
the
there,
trolls.
Greg? You've never.
Dude, the trolls, they're not fighting people. They just dance and sing and they like their hair is long.
That's exactly why the movies are fucking stupid.
No, they're
Yeah,
not
they're
a
pretty
fighting people.
I don't care.
Yeah, I wanted them to fight. That's why I hated it.
I wanted the trolls to. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
This?
Getting pulled over. Oh, great. JK.
See you guys in jail.
Bye. See you guys in jail.
Because we're taking you all down with us. We have incriminating evidence.
It's just someone pulling in, dude.
Is it? They're just.
Oh, they're pulling out
It's someone
and
pulling
into the
out
street.
and pulling it.
Pulling in
We're
and out.
watching
Pulling in and
penetration
out.
right in front of us.
Someone pulling in and out, baby.
Woo! I wish there was more penetration in this movie. That's
Yeah,
why
that
the
would be
PG
a
movies
great
suck
movie.
now. Is because there's no penetration.
Oh, that is
Goonies,
a good
penetration.
one.
Back to Future, penetration. That's why those movies were good. Oh, I thought someone had a flashlight right to my face
I
for
thought
a
that
second.
was.
I was like,
Goonies, penetration.
I thought those were good.
the cop shows up right when after I say that. That's why penetration is good in movies. Oh, hello, officer.
Penetration in movies.
There's more.
He's fucking up with a fucking flash.
Yeah, I'm surprised that this movie's PG. It's
Really?
pretty, it's pretty incredible. I think it's pretty incredible.
Oh yeah, that shocked me.
That's
I'd like,
really that's very hard for me to believe.
there's nothing in it that I would
Oh,
say
I
PG-13. Oh, retard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
guess
That
Mike
alone?
TV
Are you
calling-
kidding?
Yeah,
That
Mike
was-
TV saying retard was pretty
Okay,
intense.
I
for
forgot about
PG.
that. Well, that's why I
That
was...
made it so much better. That made the movie so much better. I love that.
That was insane.
Dude, they said retard in a PG movie?
Yeah, that's crazy. I like
Holy shit.
rated R comedies now would get shit for that.
Yeah.
So for the fact that it was in a PG movie, a fucking Willy Wonka movie, like holy shit.
You'd have to be a retard not to figure
And the
that
thing is,
out.
it was one of the kids. It wasn't even like an adult. It was
No.
one of the kids that said, you have to be a fucking... Even a retard can figure that out.
Like
Yeah, that's
it's
insane.
a kids movie, like that's.
Oh
could
my
you
God, and
imagine?
the kid saying retard? What
Like,
the fuck?
Oh my, that is crazy. And damn, I mean,
Props to them, dude. Oh my
Wow.
God.
Props to them.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what you guys were thinking, but kudos
Yeah,
to you.
you guys were.
You let
That's
that
some balls
slip
for
right
that
through.
one.
Fuckers.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
why'd you even want that in there? Like, that is, I feel like that was such a big risk.
Mhm.
and I'd say times were different, but I don't think they were that different.
I
Yeah,
don't know,
you
it was
definitely-
2005,
I don't think
so
we're
I
allowed to say
kinda get
retard.
it.
You were allowed, but I don't think in a kids movie that's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, for a
in a
kid
kids
to
movie,
say it?
that's what's...
Like I think like like Family Guy and like comedy movies like that was fine.
Yeah.
But I still think in kids movies that'd be like whoa, and that's very different than saying like hell or shit. You
Yeah,
know, that's
yeah.
a very different. So that was a big shocker. Yeah, we're glad we talked about that. That needed to be talked about. That was a great little moment.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty early in the movie, too.
Yeah, too. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was pretty
In his
quick.
introduction.
Mhm.
First thing he says.
Yeah. He was good. What else?
Yeah, Tim Burton did a great job.
He was good.
He made a whole vibe, man.
He's
He created a whole kind of world,
Yeah,
right?
I think that's like my favorite Tim Burton movie. Like, I think
Yeah.
that's Tim Burton done right.
I think
Yeah.
I think he's overrated too, but when he does it right, he does it right.
I think a lot of his newer movies are
Honestly.
like, ugh.
I kind of want to see Edward Scissorhands.
I
I remember I saw that as a kid. I had it on DVD.
I've never seen it, but
I had it on.
no
I had it on
interest.
DVD.
I think I've seen the trailer.
And it's just so weird, but at the same time, like it felt like there was like an artistic purpose, just because it's so weird.
I'd much rather watch
Maybe.
Beetlejuice again.
And like he's so good at like cutting bushes and like
that's why you want to see it again.
it's just so ridiculous and so weird, and it's Tim Burton. So
But
I wanna-
Beetlejuice has like Michael
Ah,
Keaton
shit.
being like
I've never seen
basically
Beetlejuice,
he's
so-
like the ghost mask, basically.
Oh, okay.
I remember it being, and like that's great.
Yeah, but there's just something so weird about Edward Scissorhands that just made me kind of want to watch it. Even if it's bad, that'd be a fun movie to shit on. Just the concept that weird.
I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna show you a picture.
I know what he looks like.
I'm gonna show you the movie poster, and it's just.
All right. Lay it on me. Listeners, you can just look it up.
Yeah, I can
I don't
look it up.
fucking
You know
care.
Edward Scissorhands.
Y'all fucking know.
Pretty
Y'all
obvious.
fucking know what Edward Scissorhand look like.
Ew.
Hurry up.
I'm getting it.
Take your time. What's the
It's
first?
okay. It's got a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't care.
7.9 out of 10 on IMDb. I want to see this movie. I'm like, if people think it's good, I'm curious now.
No, yeah, I don't think I really give a shit.
God.
Oh no.
No, dude, I definitely don't want to see
I do
that.
not
Are
wanna
you
watch
fucking kidding me? This looks ridiculous.
Oh my god,
it looks
this is
too,
fucking
like,
great.
Goth and like
Oh
too
my
like
god. It looks like a daytime version of The Crow, kind of.
oh yeah, it looks like a PG Crow.
The story of
Sounds awful.
Light in it.
No, thank you.
the story of an uncommonly gentle man.
Oh,
Oh my god.
no.
Innocence is what he
No.
knows. Beauty is what she sees. She sees that. Okay, he looks pretty crazy.
He looks like a stupid crow.
Whoa.
No, I like this. I like his costume design.
I
it's
kind
kinda
of like
cool.
his. What the fuck? What the hell?
He's like trying to figure out.
Ew. That's disgusting.
Oh,
my god!
get
What
the hell out of
the fuck?
here.
This is the weirdest cut.
Oh,
This is a
you
good...
should be Edward Scissorhands for Halloween.
No, that's too way hard. I have to be. I'm gonna be the Crow for sure. I can't be that. That's so hard.
Same thing.
How do you even make that?
Dude, be both. Just be the Crow and then add on gloves whenever you want. It'll be completely. No one will know the difference.
Honestly, I might just have to fuck around and make this my movie. Honestly,
Oh,
Dude, you had...
it was Spirited Away.
Yeah,
And we're
please
gonna
do
watch
that.
fucking Edward Scissorhands? Are you fucking kidding me? No, we gotta watch Spirited Away. Are you shitting me?
People comment down below what you want to see. It's
no
gonna be
one's
Edward
gonna say
Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands over Spirited Away.
Yeah.
No, that movie's about to be great. I'm not gonna change that. No way.
All right.
But yeah, Willy Wonka. I think we talked about just about everything on this.
Yeah. Now, this is a segment I think would be fun if we all just like talked about what we're watching right now. You know.
Okay, Tony.
Yeah, I'm not watching anything right now. If I did, I would let you guys know. But I am not watching anything. So, I shouldn't have started this segment.
I told you to keep your mouth shut for this one.
What are you watching?
What's
You mean
it called?
TV shows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not watching anything.
The Righteous Gemstones with Danny McBride. No.
No, he's told me about this. It sounds pretty fucking good.
It's Danny McBride. It's like the creators of Eastbound and Down. They have a
Okay,
new
chill.
show.
I know who Danny McBride is.
I know, but you looked very like, ooh, this is ridiculous.
I just never heard of him. Like, what the fuck
yeah,
is
when
this?
you said that, that's kind of what I was thinking too. I was like, The Righteous Gemstones.
That is
Yeah.
true.
I thought it was like
and then I heard
cartoon.
Danny McBride, and I was
I
I thought it was
you're
like a
right.
Steven Universe
You're-
spin-off.
you-
Steven.
Hey,
Universe.
you're right. You
Disney
hear the
XD.
title.
Yeah. That's why I was like,
Disney
because yeah.
You're
And then
right.
you said Danny McBride. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. But it's like, so he and Adam Devine and John Goodman are
Was
like,
John Goodman?
Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski,
He's the
Oh,
guy,
okay. The main guy?
No,
No,
he's the like the Vietnam guy.
you'd
I've never
recognize
seen Big
you.
Lebowski. I need to see that.
You would recognize him, and his voice. He's very.
I'm sure.
But he's like the father, and they're like his two sons, and they're like famous celebrity preachers who are like scammers, and they're like religious, and they're just insanely rich,
Mm-hmm.
and they get into some crime, and I highly recommend it. Episode 2 twist is very good.
Okay, now I'm gonna be expecting a twist in episode 2.
Yeah, but you'll probably be forever till you watch it. Since you're rewatching Death Note again.
Okay, now you're spoiling
Sorry.
mine. What the fuck's the matter
Yeah,
with
dude,
you,
that's
dude?
not cool. You can't spoil.
You need to
his.
change your attitude right now.
Sorry.
Like right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm watching Death Note right now because I couldn't find anything else to watch. Do you guys know what Mr. Pickles is? The show.
Nope.
That
Oh,
cartoon
like the
on
dog?
Adult Swim. Yeah, I remember I was just going through Hulu, and I remember I always loved that because it's like so gory, and the
Never watched
humor is weird. It's like really, really weird, and it's like I'm surprised that Adult Swim like gets away with some of the shit they put in there. So I was just like watching through that because it's only like 10 minutes each, and there's only like 2 seasons with like 12 episodes. So I was watching through that, and that was fun, but that went by real quick, and then I couldn't find anything else to watch. So I was watching Death Note again, which I highly recommend. Yeah.
Probably the best anime. It's nice and short.
100%. I wanted to at least see that first half again, because that first half, there was so much to
yeah,
digest,
Dude, that first
and
half's fucking amazing.
and so much happened so quick that I'm like,
Shit gets
I
going
know,
real quick.
I know I missed shit. I know for a fact I missed some rules, I missed some stuff, and so yeah, and I'm already catching on like little things. I think,
Yeah.
like about like the rules of the Death Note that I was not paying attention to before.
I think I'm gonna rewatch around like
Halloweenish.
October. Yeah, I think that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also want to watch Mindhunter. You know that show?
Yeah,
people talk
Sal
about that.
watched it.
Mayan Hunter.
Mindhunter.
Mayan Hunter.
Mindhunter.
That sounds better.
Mindhunter.
Are you still allowed to Mayan hunt?
Oh,
Like an outlaw.
Mayan. Yeah.
Yeah, Sal watched Mindhunter, and he said that was
Yeah,
pretty
what
cool.
the fuck is that?
It's
If
like
they just like I don't know what. Gray, you explain it.
They
It's-
stuff shit.
No,
they
it's something
stuff
about
shit.
like
like serial
criminals,
killers
like
in the
serial killers.
70s.
Yeah,
Oh,
And it's like they-
Mindhunter. Hunters.
And they get like
Dude, that's just like Criminal Minds in the 70s.
Is that all it is?
This is it's not like a procedural. It's like
No,
there's
dude,
like a
Criminal
story.
Minds is like based off the Mind Hunters.
What?
Yeah.
No, this is a news show, dude.
Oh,
That's
this
on
is based
Netflix.
on like real life events though.
Yeah, this is
isn't,
about there's like Charles
this
Manson.
isn't
and
yeah,
all
they
that
get
stuff.
Yeah,
Charles
serial killers. Like the people that were like the branch of the FBI that was like hired to find serial killers is called the Mind Hunters.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's just two guys, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't that interested
I've
because
heard
it wasn't like a documentary thing. So
I heard it was really good, and I just heard like all the acting with the serial killers
Yeah.
is like spot on. Like they get, and I saw a picture of the Charles Manson guy,
Yeah.
and it's like he looks identical. Like
No
it's
shit.
insane. Like look it up. It's crazy, man. It's looked interesting.
Yeah. Sal said it was good. So.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's not like priority numero uno, but
What is priority number uno, huh?
let's see. The next episode of The Righteous Gemstones.
That was the lamest priority.
Priority numero uno.
Oh, probably
is
the next episode
of
of Righteous Gemstones.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that came off a little strong. I like the show, but
Jesus Christ, dude.
Are you sponsored by them?
yeah.
Getting paid to say this?
But Barry, you guys got to watch Barry.
Is that on HBO?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking have it, Greg.
Just get a gift card, man.
Yeah?
You could just say,
No.
what do you mean,
Just get a
gift
membership.
card?
I guess, but it's like gift card you get. You have enough time to watch all the good stuff.
No, okay.
Unless you go crazy.
What about
and
that
watch,
rock
Game of-
show,
all the Game-
Ballers? What about that one?
That was so stupid.
Yeah.
What? Ballers?
Yeah, he's got an HBO show and it's called Ballers.
He's like
and
a
that's all I
football
know.
manager or something.
It
Looks so like
douchey.
not at all. Yeah, very douchey.
And the Rock's
Ballers?
Could not have. That's definitely one of the shows I have. No,
Zero
like,
interest on
not
HBO.
it just like on HBO. Yeah, because usually HBO is like
Yeah, I'm like
they knock almost everything out of the park.
So
Who
like,
else is in that Ballers show?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
I have no idea. I just saw the cover for it.
No clue. I think it's just him
He's-
by himself. Yeah, I forgot he's doing a TV show.
yeah, I thought
That's
that
over.
that,
It's
that,
ending or something. I don't. Or is it? I don't know.
or is
His
it just
show's ending?
starting?
Yeah.
Or is it just
It's
starting?
just getting started. Ballers is just getting started,
Stay
guys.
tuned. There's a lot more where that came from. Ballers fans.
Yeah.
There's a lot of overlap between our fans and Ballers fans.
Yeah, because we are ballers, and they kind of relate to that.
Yeah,
Like,
we read the analytics and that's what it shows.
Our fans are ballers.
Our fans are ballers. They're just ballers, listening to ballers and watching ballers, and that's beautiful. That's what life is all about. You know, I love that.
And then
shit.
they listen to us to hear about ballers.
Yes, and then they listen to our Ballers After Show podcast.
Meet
Or
and
we-
greet the Ballers.
Yeah. What? Meet and greet
the
the Ballers. The podcast is we host a meet and greet in front of the studio, but it's just they're just meeting us, but we are ballers, so it works.
God.
Scam idea.
Perfect.
Meet the
Meet
Ballers.
and greet
meet and greet
of
them
the
with
show
Ballers.
Ballers. We're like, we're ballers? You're meeting us?
I think that's gonna work. I think.
Oh, we're gonna get some autographs. They're gonna get some autographs from us.
Yeah.
People are gonna love it.
I thought you were The Rock. No?
No, I'm just a regular baller. That's all I am.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not a
want
6'8"
an autograph?
Big
jacked
Samoan baller.
baller.
Oh yeah, he's Samoan.
Yes,
Forgot.
he made that very clear in Hobbs and Shaw.
And
on his Twitter.
and in fucking
And in life.
Moana.
Oh yeah.
I still have
You
not seen
shut up
Moana.
about that in Moana. Moana's really good. It's not
That's
like
what I heard.
holy shit, but it's really good. It's no Coco.
Yeah,
thought
no,
Coco
Coco,
was
Yeah,
man.
I agree.
That shit.
Coco was insane.
Coco's
Coco
so
was so
good.
fucking
Clean
good.
and like that's how you make like an ethnic movie, you know?
Yeah.
Like an ethnic
Oh,
base.
it's
like,
so pretty
where you,
too.
You set it in that place.
Mhm,
And
you
you
know,
focus
yeah.
on people that are in that culture. You voice it with people that are, from that culture. Like it just worked perfectly, and like the source material and everything was just great, and yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And now it's become our culture, pop culture. The
it
best.
has been pop culture, yeah.
The best
What
of
the
pop
fuck
culture.
did you just say?
He's saying it's been our culture.
Like our culture, the
Pop
world's
culture.
culture. Pop culture.
Pop culture is,
I got it.
yeah, that's our culture. One of our cultures.
One of those cultures.
One of our cultures. One of the cultures that's out there. The pop one.
The only culture that matters is pop. That's
That's a tweet.
that's the first thing I said when I walked into my cultural anthropology class.
The only culture that matters is pop culture.
I had a meltdown.
First day of class.
Excuse me. No, not these fossils, okay? These dinosaurs. The only
Okay,
culture
now
that
you're-
matters is
What the hell are you talking about now?
You're talking out your ass, man.
yeah.
Dinosaurs?
I fucked
No,
up
he's
saying
right
fossils.
with that. That is anthropology.
No, anthropology is the study of people, dude, not dinosaurs.
But
yeah.
I was thinking about like
Shit.
just bones
That's
and fossils.
archaeology.
Damn it.
I was just thinking bones
Oh boy.
and stuff.
Well,
and that's
hey, it's
people,
3
so-
a.m. What are you gonna do?
You're gonna tighten up on your anthropology facts, is what you're gonna do.
Sorry.
He was fine until he said dinosaurs.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Pop culture?
Oh yeah,
culture,
pop
yeah.
culture. Yeah.
It's what we're always talking about.
Yeah, we're always
Pop
talking about
culture.
what's
What's
popular.
poppin'? Poppin'? What's pop in the pop culture?
That's a good question.
No, yeah. What else is happening right now?
What's happening in the world right now? In pop culture, of course.
It's not pop culture.
Oh,
I don't want to hear it.
yes.
Maybe.
Come on, you got something good.
I don't know. Maybe like Jimmy Fallon and like is doing something pretty cool, probably.
Pretty
What?
cool,
Ew.
Jimmy Fallon. Yeah.
Honestly, I think Jimmy Fallon.
Maybe him and Chris Hemsworth are having a staring contest or something like
Oh
that.
my God, that's epic!
I think that was Friday night's show.
Friday. Oh, I missed Friday Night Show.
Yeah.
Christ.
I think Jimmy Kimmel is way worse than Jimmy Fallon.
Dude, I just
Um,
think they're all so.
They're pretty bad.
Yeah,
No,
they're all
seriously?
bad.
Oh my god, dude, Jimmy Kimmel is so bad.
He's pretty bad. It's
Jimmy
pretty crazy.
Kimmel,
Yeah, man, I don't really like any of them.
I didn't know this, but he talks about Donald Trump all the time.
They all do
Don't they
now.
all kinda do
They
that?
all
Yeah.
do.
But it's him specifically that brings like his views into it.
Yeah,
Like
Stephen Colbert
skits
does it
and
quite a
stuff
bit,
and
too.
like things he says like to the guests, it's all like revolving around Trump, and it's
Yeah.
just like so much of the time it's just like what? And he's just so not funny too. I feel like he tries so hard to like make jokes, but it just they don't even come close to landing. And it's like at least Fallon is like he has some energy.
Yeah,
he's
I
like
don't
doing
think
something.
I don't think Fallon does Trump
Kimmel
a lot.
is like a nobody.
Yeah.
He's literally a no. He has nothing to him.
Yeah, you won me over. You can
Yeah.
Oh, I won you over, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Not Conan, no.
I just,
At
I
least
guess I just
Fallon's,
never
like,
really,
doing
like,
something.
thought about it before. Like I
Yeah.
kind of just like lumped them all into like one thing.
Uh-huh.
They can, at
Now
some
it's just
points,
like
they
that.
do. They're James Corden actually is my least favorite.
I don't
Oh.
even- he's probably horrible.
He's
but
not
I've never
even
seen
like a
anything
comedian. He's a
Yeah, I guess I
theater
don't
actor.
know.
I
that's
think
weird.
I haven't seen him in anything. I just think because he's like a singer, clearly, because that's all he does is the carpool.
Carpool, stupid karaoke.
Yeah, I saw a YouTube clip of it was like for like some convention or a festival or something.
The James Corden convention?
Yeah, I got you tickets. You owe me $82.
The James Corden convention. Sounds like
It's
hell.
tomorrow. Actually, no, it's Monday
gotta leave
through
by 6
Monday
a.m.
through Wednesday. You're gonna miss a couple classes, but no, but it's like a panel with like Ron Burgundy is like Will Ferrell's just Ron Burgundy, and it's interviewing like talk show host, and it's like Conan, James Corden, Jimmy Kimmel, and like Samantha Bee, and it's like insane. Like Conan and like Will Ferrell are just the only funny ones, and they're the only ones getting laughs. And all their jokes are bombing, and they're just not like without a prompter. Especially without a prompter, they just were like didn't work. And like Conan and like Will Ferrell had like such a good chemistry.
Yeah.
And it was so crazy. Like they were like, it was like you saw it right in front, like how much better they were.
Yeah.
And it's just. Yeah, those.
You know what's weird though? Like late shows, like Colbert and Jon Stewart and all that shit. That's like focuses on like the political stuff.
Yeah.
But like these other night shows, like Fallon stuff, you don't see it that much. But Kimmel seems like the only one that's so hell bent on bringing his political views into a show.
It's for ratings
it's so
too.
Weird.
Because that's what people eat up.
I just think it's so bizarre because it's like it's not even the same kind of like show. You're supposed to just you're supposed to be interviewing the celebrities and just like having fun and stuff, but he like really just shoves it down your throat, and he's just so unfunny. And he just kind of stands there. He's just kind of there.
Yeah.
It's like no one really cares about Kimmel. They just care about the celebrity that he has on. And it's like it's not even necessarily like the questions that he asks, because it's like he just doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
They just care about like who's on, and that's it. No one watches Jimmy Kimmel skits. At least with Fallon,
yeah, when
some
I see
people
Jimmy
watch
Kimmel,
that.
Jimmy Skipple. That's what I do.
At least with Fallon and like the shit he does with celebrities, like people still watch that. People still kind of care about that.
Jimmy
Kimmel doesn't
Fallon,
have
I
anything.
turn the TV on.
So I remember which one's which. Which one's the good one?
I mean, there's no good one, but Kimmel's the worst.
Yeah.
That's what I've understood.
And even Conan's show, it's just like I never really watch like it every like night. Like it,
Yeah.
And it's almost like, you do a show like that every night. It's not always. That would be insane if every single show was like hilarious and the funniest thing ever. Like it's just set up in such a way where like it's just like the odds are stacked against you as well.
Yeah.
But I mean that's no excuse for like with Jimmy Kimmel. I mean that's
they
a
have their
completely
biggest
different
budget
thing.
and they just don't even
that's
try.
what they with, like,
They just don't even
being
try because they know they're
outward.
gonna get money anyway.
Yeah. And
That's a lot of what Hollywood is now. It's like they don't even have to try because they know they're gonna make money anyway, and it's
Fucking
our
live
fault.
action Disney movies are.
And it's our fault because we go and eat
Yeah.
that shit up, and then they're still
And
gonna make
even
the same
if you
movies.
like those remakes,
you can't
no
tell me
one-
those are good movies.
and
You
like
can't tell me
no
that.
one has said these are that like oh yeah like
Lion King got a lot of shit.
yeah Lion
I've been
King
seeing that.
I think got the most like because it's just like it's the most pointless and
I heard that's the one that like
make
is
another
so
make a
verbatim.
new movie.
yeah or like no one's saying
And
like
we have the movie. We
Yeah.
don't need the movie. Like, I want a new movie. That's what they're for. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are you guys
have they
doing?
run out of ideas? I feel like they've just
It's
run out of
crazy,
ideas,
yeah.
dude.
and like kids growing up they're just it's like so like they're just getting the same shit we got
And
you
they're
know?
doing Frozen too. Like what the fuck?
But at least that's a second movie.
yeah no
I
Frozen 2
guess.
it's like okay I expected that. I mean, come on, it's
Yeah. They have
Um,
four Toy Stories. They're gonna have at least
Yeah.
2 Frozens.
Yeah, Frozen raked
yeah.
it in the first time. So.
Pixar's the only.
Crazy. That was such a hit, dude.
Yeah, Frozen fucking blew up.
That's like holy.
I haven't
crap.
seen it. I don't really want to.
Nope.
I'm not a big Disney guy.
I've seen some like scenes and stuff with Olaf, and he seems pretty cool actually.
He seems like
I
he'd be
think
cool
I've
to chill
definitely at
with.
least seen parts of it because I definitely
yeah.
have like memories of like scenes.
He knows like I feel like he's a character that just doesn't take himself seriously. I feel like all the other characters
Wait,
like
Olaf's
really
the
doesn't.
snowman, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he'll just like lose like a part of his body and then he'll just so like casually address it. Like I don't know. He was
That's
really
kind of what the pig does from Toy Story. Or no, Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato. Yeah, he was kind of like that. Yeah, but like not so like aggressive. He's just really cute and lovable. Yeah. So I don't know. I might like the movie, but like I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really.
There's so many
Just
like
not.
there's so
Watch
many
it.
like Disney movies that I just haven't seen yet that's not even gonna be on the top.
And it's usually Pixar. Like, Pixar is doing some original stuff. They're doing a lot of sequels now recently, but they're making like some original.
You know what's a big fuck up that Pixar has It's Cars.
Cars? I don't like the Cars movies at all.
Oh my god.
I've
the
never
more I
seen
think
any
about
of
it,
them.
You've never seen a single Cars, really?
No.
You
I remember we
are
watched
very lucky.
Well,
Cars
I-
3,
yeah,
but we were.
Yeah,
I barely watched
I don't
it.
remember Cars 3.
I just remember that song.
Yeah, I remember dancing to that song.
That was fun.
What's so weird about Cars is like, think about it this way. The whole concept is that
I'm really off topic, but keep
Yeah, you know.
it's just really about but this is so important though. Like the whole thing is about them being cars, and it's like it doesn't tie into the rest of the movie like at all. Like the thing with like Toy Story and the whole thing with them is like they're toys, and like humans
It's a
don't know-
story.
and no.
Sorry.
They're toys, and like they have the whole thing, like they hide from like their kid, like their kids, and like their whole purpose is to play with these kids and like be their friend and stuff. Like that's their whole purpose, and like all the stories always tie into that of them being a toy, and the story always revolves around the concept of them being a toy, and it all works great. But like with Cars, it's like it doesn't tie in at all. Like Lightning McQueen, like he's like a racer, I guess, but it's all these like cars watching, and like the cars themselves, like aside from like the racers, like what do they even do? Like they're just kind of
That's a
like
good
people.
point.
They're
Like
just
people
people,
that are
but they're
cars.
cars instead.
Yeah.
And it's like the story never really ties in, and like the whole concept of them being
yeah.
cars doesn't conceptually work with the movie. Like what
Yeah.
about them being cars
Pretty
is in the
shitty,
movie?
Stupid concept. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, like he's
something
a racer.
like a little kid would think.
Yeah,
of.
he's a racer, and the whole point is like, he's like, it's about redemption stuff. But think about it this way: if he wasn't a car, would it change the movie at all? If there was just a person in the car and they were driving it, would it change the movie at all? No. That's
very
why
good
Cars
point.
is such crap. Because it's like the whole
Yeah.
concept is them being cars, but the concept of being cars doesn't tie into the movie at all. It's just them being cars for the sake of being cars. That's it. Because like, oh look, there's these cars, these big ass eyes, and that's it. Cars is so stupid. It's just surprising that Pixar fucked up so bad.
I forget
Because
it's a Pixar movie.
Pixar makes hits.
Yeah.
I think that's their biggest
I mean,
thing.
it was a hit. They made
never
3 of
seen
them.
No, they
Cars.
made
I guess
movies.
I never will see Cars.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like it as a kid. And-
Oh, shit. We should be good.
And also, like, I've seen, like, the stuff recently, like, Mater's, like, a spy now.
Oh, that's the second
and, like,
one.
And there's, like, spy shit happening, and
That one looked terrible.
and that's just so ridiculous, because it doesn't make any sense. It feels like they knew that they couldn't take this concept anywhere, so they
The
just
second
said,
one's like a James
and they know
Bond
it's
movie.
ridiculous. They just said, fuck it, we're just gonna do whatever. We're just gonna throw shit at the wall and see what hits, and it's like, what else can they do? Because there's no, like, story you can make with them surrounding, like surrounding them being cars and stuff. Like, you can't really make anything. Like, think of an idea. Like, there's nothing.
Well, yeah, there's
nothing.
a scene in Cars 2 actually where the villain kidnaps Lightning McQueen, and
No, keep going.
he has those fake balls at the end of his car, and he's just whacking them, trying to get information about Mater. And I was like, holy shit, Pixar stepping up, baby. I thought that was fantastic, and that's why I think Cars 2 is the best Pixar movie.
And it seems like every single Cars movie is just about him redeeming himself again.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
It's
we
just
get it.
boom.
You're a loser. You're
Boom.
great. You're a loser.
Oh, there's
you're
an
great.
Italian car now you have to beat.
Oh.
And then it's like, oh, now you're old and now you have to be good again. Like,
Get the fuck out of here.
stupid ass movies, man.
Yeah, those are
I was
my
thinking
least
about
favorite
that
Pixar
yesterday.
movies by
Yeah,
far.
I think that's the only real fuck up that
Yeah,
they
I
have.
know-
They just make
Every other one is pretty
great
good.
ones. Out of all the studios, I think they have the least, like, flops.
Yeah, they.
DreamWorks has got plenty.
Well, I mean, Cars was very huge. It was everywhere.
It's just
Yeah, it
surprising
was,
that
like,
it made money.
It was
like,
one of
very
the
I don't know
biggest
how.
hits.
successful.
Yeah,
Which is, really weird.
yeah. I mean, it makes sense with kids.
I mean, Pixar up until that point, they weren't really missing, so
Yeah,
I think people just expected the usual.
you definitely didn't like. And there's no adults that love Cars. I feel like
No.
But
There's
like with
I doubt
Monsters
there's
Inc.
many
or Incredibles, you know those are like universal movies. You know, like everyone
Yeah.
could like them.
Mm-hmm.
Wally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wall-E.
Pixar,
like,
yeah.
I mean, Wall-E, and
Up, yeah.
Up has that emotion, and Wall-E is like so much. it's like a sci-fi story. It's like and it's actual
and social
sci-fi.
commentary.
Yeah,
Do not
social
forget
commentary.
that.
You know, Cars does not have social commentary.
Cars doesn't have
No
anything.
fucking way. Especially not Cars 2.
Like, the whole thing with Lightning McQueen is just, he's just a meme. Like, that's the only reason why anyone gave a shit about him. Just the ka-chow, and that's it. And
Yeah. Icky movie. That's
Icky.
that's our other podcast.
icky.
Where we do gross movies. Icky movie. Up next, Flubber. Yeah, that's pretty gross.
Yeah, that's gross. Yeah, I bet.
That's actually the whole. I'm gonna edit this part out, and that'll be that podcast.
icky movies.
Flubber.
Are you telling
Yeah,
me you
it's
never
gross.
wanted to put that flubber in your mouth?
No.
I'll put that flubber all over my body.
So it's not icky.
I want to moisturize with that flubber.
Flubber.
Flubber. Moisturize with that flubber.
The flubber. The flubber.
Give me the flubber,
Give me the
Robin.
flubber. Put the flubber in the bag.
Put the flubber in the bag. Put the flubber in the bag. Put it in the bag.
Come on.
It's a
Robin
scene in the movie, I
Williams.
think. They robbed him of his flubber.
Robin Williams got robbed of his flubber.
And robbed of his life.
Yeah. Sad. R.I.P. Robin Williams. God.
I think we'd be going here talking about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Robin Williams was robbed of his life.
God.
Shit.
Oh, you know.
He was.
He actually would have been a good Willy Wonka, though.
Oh.
He would have been a good genie.
He was.
Yeah, but for the live action one.
Robin Williams would have been a
Will Smith
good,
is never gonna fill those shoes.
He
Are
would
you
have been a
kidding?
good
Another role.
professor or a good therapist.
I'm really starting to not like Will Smith. Seriously.
Yeah, in his recent years, he's
God,
he's
fucking
been in
damn.
some
What's he
stink.
become?
He's
What
been
the
in
hell
some
is
real
he?
stinkers, and his YouTube channel is not helping. Not
His
at all.
YouTube channel's the worst. He's become a complete sellout.
He used to be so good.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you can't. When he Men in Black, he's just and then
Fresh Prince is.
Fresh
he's
Prince.
great in
yeah,
that
Fresh
too.
Prince.
what else? Is there?
For as simple as that show is,
Independence Day, I thought was kind of boring. I
I've never
didn't even
seen
finish
it looks stupid.
it.
Oh, and isn't
Pursuit
it about
of
the aliens?
Happiness?
Pursuit. He was in
He's
some
good in
big.
that one.
Yeah,
He's in Concussion. I heard he was good in that.
I remember loving the apocalyptic movie.
Oh, I Am Legend.
Yeah, I remember
he's
loving
good in
that as
that.
a kid, being like, "This is so fucking cool."
It was a good movie.
Yeah, that's.
Wasn't he Hancock?
Oh, Hancock.
Dude, that was fine.
Hancock was great.
I don't remember.
Hancock
I mean,
was.
I know what the movie is, but I don't really. Just what were you saying?
Like the whole concept of Hancock was so great. It started off awesome, but then it gets way too
Yeah.
much into like the mythology
Yeah.
of how he's like this god, and his character completely changes.
He gets really bad. He gets a costume eventually. I'm
He's
like,
just like a
fuck.
shitty like
yeah,
X-Men
awful.
what the
like costume, and
It
he's all
starts out
serious.
so good.
Yeah, he's like a drunk, and it's like so fun.
Yeah, he's just like a big fuck up. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
really cool.
Uh-huh.
But then it completely just.
Oh yeah, it's like we were from another world. Oh my
Oh,
god,
it
yeah,
gets
fuck
terri-
that.
it's
they all
just-
paired off and died.
Because it's just the most generic
ending,
possible superhero
Dude, yeah, they
thing.
fucking run that into the ground.
When it could have been so fucking good. Like, have him be like that through most of the movie, and the end have him change.
Yeah, and
Instead
not
of
because of some
having him
weird
change in the
ancient lore
middle.
either.
Yeah, and
Oh my
don't just
God.
have him just be like Superman. Like, just have that origin, or like, I don't know. I like maybe
Something
make,
better than that. Just
I think because I wish they would never do this, but like do remakes of movies like that where they just fix it.
yeah.
that
You
would
know?
be cool.
Or
But, like,
just if
no
they
one-
had like a better idea or
Yeah.
something for just the same kind.
But
of
like
thing.
that would never.
No.
No one is screaming for a Hancock reboot. It's only unless it's like a superhero movie. They're like, go reboot it.
Oh my god. Do they even reboot any other kind of movies?
James Bond Casino Royale was
I guess,
basically a
No,
reboot.
James
Star
Bond
Trek.
does that. Star Trek does that.
Planet of the
Star
Apes.
Wars does that. Planet of the Apes did that.
Star Wars had basically kind of did.
Star Wars basically has
Yeah,
that
they
same
kinda
fucking
did.
concept.
Yeah. Yeah.
Franchise.
Franchise. It's effed up.
Transformers. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, it's a rough one. Yeah, it's a world we live in, and we got to deal with
It's
it.
a world. It's a world we live in.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
With Bumblebee and Aladdin. How could this happen?
Kind of new intro.
Ay. All right. Oh, I get to pick the next movie.
We've picked 3 good movies in a row.
Yeah, well, so
Mission Impossible,
Mission
Megamind, and now,
yeah, these were some.
and then
these,
Charlie and the
We are some
Chocolate.
These were far better than the.
And they're not
the
like-
back.
And they're not like movies that you just know are gonna be good. It's like it could go either way.
Yeah.
We really
Yeah, we
like.
stick our fucking necks out for you.
Yeah,
guys.
and it. You know what? The
More
payoffs.
appreciation, please?
Great.
They
3 in
are
a
all
row.
great
Three in
payoffs.
a row.
Risks
All
and they pay
3
off.
stellar
films.
pieces of cinema.
Anyway, so what's your next movie?
This was tough.
Oh shit! Here we go.
I really
It's gotta be
wanted. Part of me,
fucking Mission
part of me
Impossible.
wanted to do Ghost Protocol,
Good God.
but I want. It's
Just get out. How many Mission Impossible movies? Were you considering? Just
No,
get
no.
out already.
Well, I was obviously would have started with the next one, so that was the only one I was considering.
Oh yeah.
Thought
And
you
that
wanted
was
to
considered-
watch
Really?
the-
Tell me more
the
about
clock
that.
stops now, or whatever the 6th one is.
The clock
What
stops
the
now.
hell? It's just
Mission
called, like,
Impossible.
Fallout.
The clock stops now.
now.
Hey, maybe the next one.
What the fuck?
But
This is our moment.
and this is our moment. But yeah, I was like, eh. But this is actually another Tim Burton movie.
Oh,
Is it Beetlejuice?
no.
It is the Batman.
Oh. Fuck yeah. Okay.
The Michael
Okay,
Keaton,
Greg.
Jack Nicholson one.
Yeah, no,
I've been,
I really don't know much
Very
about that,
nice.
so I'm very much.
I've been in a
looking forward
Batman
to it.
mood lately.
Yeah, I've
and-
never. Wait, is it the one with
Yeah, I've
like
been
the
playing
Penguin and Mr.
Arkham
Freeze?
City more.
No, this one's the Joker.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't think I've
with
seen
the weird
Joker
smile.
one. Yeah.
This is the
that's
only
Jack
Joker I've
Nicholson
never seen.
I remember loving that movie, and I haven't seen it in a long time. So
one. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this one.
I think it's gonna be a vibe for sure.
it's definitely, at the very least,
a vibe.
A
the
vibe.
vibe and the visuals are great.
Yeah, Tim
So-
Burton, baby.
But it's early Tim Burton, so it's before he gets
Early Tim Burton.
Little Timmy
Weird.
Burton.
Classic Burton.
So, thank you for listening.
That's the, oh, okay.
That's the best ending we've.
He didn't end it. He's still hitting the thing.
Got to.